Hey guys, Tim with Kitchen. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness. That looks absolutely fantastic. Today we are rocking the Ooni Volt 12 electric pizza oven. This is meant to be used inside. You're gonna be a nuisance, aren't you? Yeah. Thank you, Ooni, for sending me this Volt to unbox and demo for my audience. So appreciate that. When you get this box out of the cardboard that it's shipped in, it's gonna look just like this. And it opens up on the side like this, just kind of flips open. Look out, lambs. You're greeted with a sort of welcome panel here. And I've loved all of Ooni's designs. All their packaging, it's always been top notch and very well thought out. So there's that. You have the essentials guide and the manual and safety instructions. Now the essentials guide just kind of gives you some tips, quick start, some recipes, some information about different pizza types. The layout's really nice. Whoever did the graphic design on this, the print design is, they did a really nice job. So you have this information if you need it. I'll put this off to the side for the moment. This part just flips over, and now I have the cord here. So I'm in the US. That's what our plugs look like in the US. Different from pretty much anywhere else. You have the stone here. It's always packaged nice. A lot of padding around it. I've never had an issue with receiving a cracked stone. I know that does happen from time to time, but the chances are very slim when you're buying from this company. So here we go. Stone. I'm gonna take this piece off here. Just some hard cardboard that keeps everything in place during shipment. And then sort of crate. I don't know what you call this thing. Also packaging to keep things in place. Here is the Volt. Oh, Lord. It's got some weight to it. But you know what? There's some handles in here. That's going to help me get it out of the box. There we go. Yeah. Nice. So, front of the oven, have all your dials for your different settings. It's a sturdy front door. Yeah. Interior, we'll go over that in a minute. The underside, 4 legs. They aren't adjustable, I don't believe. No, they don't appear to be adjustable, so this is it right here. And you have this nice shell on the outside. Let's get it up on the counter. Let's get it up on the counter and we'll get it turned on and bake some pizza. All right, I'm putting this thing on a wooden board because I don't know how much heat's going to be generated from the bottom of the oven. And we have quartz countertops, and that's heat and quartz don't go good together. And plug this puppy in. This is a 15 amp circuit. You can run up to 1800 watts of power on a 15 amp circuit. This oven, the Volt, takes 1600 watts. So we're cutting it kind of close. If this doesn't work out, I'll move the oven over to a 20 amp circuit. Okay. On the side, underneath the right handle, there's a little switch. You got to turn that on because I'm an expert here. Just unboxed this thing and I'm already an expert. So there's a power button right here. I'm gonna push this on. Cute. So the oven lights up. You have a nice interior light. This is your control module here. This is gonna control, this is a timer basically, this first knob here. And it's in increments of, I believe, 30 seconds. Here is your temperature setting, and in the US, I believe this is set to Fahrenheit. I don't know if you can see Celsius yet, but we'll figure that out. Over here is the dial that controls how much heat is being applied to the element on top and how much heat is being applied to the element on the bottom. I'm going to open the door and you guys can take a look inside. Come on this way. Inside the oven, there's a heating element up top, like I'd said. There's one down below. And there's these rods. I don't know if you can see these rods right here. Those are temperature sensors. Can you see that? Okay. Those control, or those measure the heat coming off each element. And this thing's already preheating, which I do not want to happen. Let's just turn that off. So exterior measurements, and these measurements are on the Ooni's website too, but these are rough measurements. We're looking at about 22 inches deep for the actual oven. The handle is 2 inches, so a little over 24 inches total in depth. Okay, and then width-wise, we're looking at about a little over 20 inches wide. And I guess because this is kind of slanted here, almost 11 inches tall. Let's measure the stone. That is about 13¼ inches by, it looks square, so 13¼ inches, yeah. And then I'm gonna slide this into the oven. Doesn't really have true feet, it has these little bump ups right here that the stone sits on. Perfect. The next step is to season the oven. That's what Ooni recommends. So I'm going to crank the oven all the way up and let it run for about 20 minutes, then let it cool off. After that, it's ready to bake pizza with. All right, I'm going to hit the power button, turn the timer all the way up to 20 minutes. These are increments of 30, like I'd said. The temperature dial is in Fahrenheit if you're in the US. I'm going to turn it all the way over to 850 degrees Fahrenheit, all the way up, and I'm not going to mess with this dial at all. As the oven's heating up, you can see the temperature in the middle dial going up and blinking, giving you a reading of where it's currently at. And then the timer is counting down as well. Timer just went off, so the seasoning step is done. I'm gonna power the oven down and just here, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna flip this open, just let this thing cool off. I let the oven cool down completely, and then I turned the Volt back on, cranked the temperature dial all the way back up to 850. I didn't mess with the timer at all. In about 20 minutes, the oven signaled that it was to temp, so we'll check the stone temp in just a second, but I wanted to tell you one thing about this balancer dial. This feature is disabled when the oven's preheating, but it re-enables itself once the Volt has reached whatever temperature you set it to. Then you can adjust how much heat is being applied to the top element versus how much is being applied underneath the stone to the bottom heating element. For Neapolitan-style pizza, Ooni recommends having all of the heat directed to the top element and nothing on the element below the stone. So that's what I've done here. Let's check the stone temp. We're looking at 840, 830, somewhere in there. That's good. There we go. This is just a straight dough, about 36 hours. The dough balls, for this oven, I made 250 gram dough balls. So hopefully that's the right size. That looks pretty good. Do a little bit of saws. All right, that looks good. So these guys right here, these are ramps, okay? Ramps, it's an allium, so it's like a cross between garlic, leek, and maybe an onion. They grow wild, they're very fragrant, they're very flavorful, they're awesome, they're very seasonal, and they're hard to find. They only grow in certain areas. Perfect. Little fresh mozz. One more little piece over here. That's plenty. Pepperoni. It's good. A little parm. Finish it off. like that. And then we go onto the peel. Just get it all straightened out here. That looks fantastic. Gonna bring this thing over to the oven, see how it turns out, okay? All right, here we go. First pizza in the Volt. You can see the back is cooking a little bit faster than in the front, so I'll have to rotate the pizza probably once. Yow. There we go. Not bad for a first bake. Let's see what it looks like underneath. And those ramps are super fragrant. Nope. Okay. I think some folks would like the way that turned out. Some might say it's a little too dark, but I'm happy with it, especially for a first bake. Do a little piece out. I want this one right here. That's too big. Here we go. Moment of truth. That was a good pizza. Ramps are so delicious. If you can get them, if you can get your hands on them, do it. Yeah, I'm impressed. It's a really easy bake. There's not much to it, honestly. Very easy. The oven's very easy to set up, and it turns out really nice pizzas. What I'll do now is I'll turn the oven down, and we'll try to make something closer to like a New York style with some store-bought dough, because I know some folks like to do that. So let's give the oven a test run in that way. Okay, got a little dark outside, so we had to kick on the down lights in the kitchen here. I've got some store-bought dough. It is a New York style dough. That when I mean by New York style is that this dough has malted barley flour in it, some sugar and oil. So it's closer to New York style than it is a Neapolitan-style dough. Neapolitan-style dough does not have malted barley flour. Usually doesn't have any sort of sugar or oil in it either, although I've seen versions of it like that. But I'm gonna stretch this out a little bit more. We're gonna put some tomato sauce and some cheese, maybe a little oregano on it, and we're gonna fire in the Ooni under a different setting, a lower temp, and the balance between the top and the bottom heating element will change a little bit because we're cooking a different style pizza. Okay, got some raw tomato sauce here. Same stuff I put on the Neapolitan pizza. All right, good. Some whole milk semi-dry mozz. Some shaved parm. Perfect. And then to finish off, this is just some Sicilian oregano. All right. Straighten it out. Got this thin area right here. Oh well, looks great. Here are the setting changes. I'm running 650 degrees Fahrenheit, and I have 70% of the power going to the top element and 30% of the power going to the bottom element underneath the stone. We'll cook this for about 5 or 6 minutes. There. And I can even, let's do 5. All right, this thing's been in for maybe a minute and a half or so, and you can see the outer crust is starting to rise. That looks really nice, actually. Looks like we have about 3 minutes left. Oh yeah, that cheese is bubbling away in there. All right, I'm gonna pull this a little early because the cheese is, yeah, this thing's ready to go. It's probably even a little over as far as cheese meltiness. So the crust looks great here, this golden brown all the way around, and then underneath, that's a really nice even bake right there. All right. And just a little piece for myself. Dough looks pretty yummy. Okay. Light, fluffy, a little bit of chew. Not bad for store-bought. This Ooni Volt is super easy to use. The interface is straightforward, not confusing at all. It's a great oven. I'm really impressed. It does take up a little bit of space on the counter, but it's perfect for somebody that doesn't want to deal with the outdoor elements or doesn't have any outdoor space for a gas or wood-fired oven. Yeah, it's a little pricey, about $1,000, but you're not going to get the temps that you get and the control that you have with this oven in a conventional oven at home, and it doesn't require that much more wattage than some other household appliances. For example, a toaster usually consumes about 1,000 watts of power. An electric tea kettle, especially the one that we have, that needs 1,500 watts of power. So not much different than the Ooni Volt. So when you're looking at pizza ovens to buy, consider this one. You got any questions or concerns, hit me in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.